Hey guys, it's FKN-Cal here. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing some tutorials on various hacking tools and shit. So, what we're going to do today, though, is we're going to be going over some stealers, and one in particular for this tutorial is crime24.net. The, the stealer itself hasn't been updated in a while, although it still does what it's supposed to do. In actual fact, I rate this particular stealer pretty high. Yeah. So without fucking around too much, let's get started. Before we even start with your stealers and stuff, there's a few tools that you're gonna need. One in particular is your archiving tool, which will be either WinRAR, WinZip, Power Archiver, whichever you use, but whatever makes you comfortable. You're gonna need Notepad or Notepad++. I really recommend Notepad++. It's a powerful editing tool, and yeah, and you're gonna need a web host of course, because what we're gonna be doing today, or FTP, whichever suits you, but we in particular are going to be using the web host because of the cPanel, and it's a lot more robust if you ask me. Okay, so let's start off with your web host. Once you've created your web host, I use 000webhost.com as a test. I have a dedicated server, but we're not going to be using dedicated servers. We're going to be using the free web host. So once you got your web host up and running, you're going to head over to the cPanel. Tons of tools here, but what we're going to be using today is we're going to be using MySQL. Create your tool. Okay, you're going to create your MySQL database. Database name. Database password. Create that database. Okay, very important. Whatever your details throw out at you, to copy paste them, because we're going to need them as we move along. My copy pasting skills are shite. Alright, so what we want to do is you're going to head over to your stealer. Once you extract it, you're going to be left with your Crime24 builder and your cPanel. We're going to go into your cPanel and you're going to edit the config.php. Just start up a new thing and paste what we've just got off the website. Okay, so if you look at the config.php, you'll see there's a db host, db user, db password, database, and then the username and password, which will be the login page. Okay, so, or the landing page if you want to call it, whatever. So we've got our login details, so we're going to copy paste that. Boom. Okay, then for testing purposes, I'll just use FKN-Cal and admin as the password. Try and make it a little bit more harder for guessing purposes, dudes. Trust me, you'll get that shit hacked if you don't, or hijacked. Okay. Okay, so once you're done here, you're gonna head over back to your control panel. Okay, and we're gonna go to file manager, which is the FTP server, because you're gonna obviously save those details once you've edited them in the config.php. Save that, and then go back to your folder. And zip it, or whatever you're doing. Make sure it's a zip file at the end of it, though. I'll tell you why in a sec, because we want it to be quite easy for you. So you go on to here and head over to your public.html. Guys, whatever you do, listen to what that little text says. Do not upload here, because your directory is not going to be available to you, and you won't be able to access your web server and shit. And also, the host will probably delete your account. So don't make that dumb mistake of uploading it to the root. So you're going to go over to public.html. Now I've done a few tutorials already prior to this, and I fucked up so many times. So I've already deleted the default.php. So you should have a default.php in your file, and you delete that, and then click on upload. Okay, you're gonna go to browse on the right hand side. Okay, once you click on OK and you click on the green tick, it's gonna extract the files for you, which is awesome. Because on a dedicated server you have to do it yourself. Okay, so you click on the green tick to go back. Okay, so it checks files and it shows you that it's transferred everything. So and there you have it. You got your panel uploaded to your server. Close that. You can close up that. Okay, so you can go to your website. You'll see the C24 panel. Okay, and we're in. Obviously it'll ask you to log in, so just remember your login details as well, which you can get off that little text document from the config.php. Alright, and then what we need to do is we need to test our builder. So head over to the builder. Let me close this up for you. Double click on that. Really like the GUI of this. Okay guys, then what you want to do is you want to remember your host name, minimize, because we're using PHP. You're going to click on activate there at the bottom. Why did it copy the address there? That's a pretty dumb move. There you go. Don't forget to put .php at the index.php at the end of it, so because we want it to test. So we're going to test it, get a message say it's done, check your logs. Check your logs. And there we go. There's a test for us. What you're going to do is, now we know it's working, it's time to use our builder. Delete that shit. You're more than welcome to use the melt option, but if you're going to crypt it, I wouldn't recommend it. You can always use the melt option in your crypto or whatever the case may be. Basically, all that the melt option is going to do is when your victim executes the file, it's going to delete it and put it in another place of your hard drive, or here hard drive, temporary folder, etc., whatever the case may be. But most of the time, all that melt does is makes it a system file and puts it in like a hidden state. Yeah, so, and that's it guys. Then all you have to do is just crypt your server and spread that shit. You're good to go. Thanks for listening in guys, and thanks for tuning in. This has been Cal. Look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial where we do Zeus and Citadel. Take care guys.